Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be unboxing the Ethiopian Airlines updated 787 mold by Inflight200. Now as you guys remember, I reviewed an Air India 787 by Inflight200, but that was the old and the very first Inflight200 mold that I was not a big fan of. So let's compare the two and see if this mold is any better than that mold. Now as you can already tell, the packaging is common for two aircrafts, the Lot Polish 787 and the Ethiopian 787. The reason why I got this model is because back in 2017 I flew the Ethiopian 787 from Bombay to Addis Ababa and thereafter to Mombasa. Now without further ado, let's get the model outside the box and check out this new updated Inflight200 mold and see if it's any good. As with any other Inflight200 model, this aircraft is sandwiched between two styrofoam sheets very securely. Now let's check out all the accessories that come with this model. So this model comes with just one accessory, which is the stand that comes in two parts. Here is the base of the stand with the placard. It's all white and has an Ethiopian logo printed on it. This stand needs a little bit of an assembly, so you join this part to the base of the stand using a screwdriver and a screw that's provided with the model. So that brings us to the first difference between the old and the new mold. The old mold did not have a stand, whereas this mold has a stand. I personally feel like a stand is really important for a 1 to 200 model, so definitely a +1 point for Inflight200 to have a stand with this mold. This model however comes with a fixed landing gear, which is why there are no gear replacements provided for this model. Now let's gently pull out the model from the packaging and have a closer look. Let's begin by closely examining the right side of the aircraft. Starting with the nose section of the aircraft, here we have the radome, the cockpit windows which look fantastic, the Lion of Judah symbol, the overhead escape hatch, the Star Alliance logo, the pitot probes, the nose landing gear doors along with the registration and the nose landing gear wheel. Here we have the R1 passenger door. Moving along, here we have the Ethiopian titles in red. On top of the aircraft we have the anti-collision light and an antenna. Down below here we have the forward cargo compartment doors followed by some static ports and the wing light. Here we have the R2 passenger door, the landing lights, the wing and the engine. On the right midsection of the aircraft we have an antenna at the top, the R3 passenger door. Now let's take a closer look at the engine and the wing. Here we have the right main landing gear. The Ethiopian 787-8 is powered by the GE NX engines and the blades of this model spin. Here's a close-up of the landing light print along with the ram air inlet print on the 787. Moving along, here's a top view shot of the wing. Here we can see the trailing edge flaps and the spoiler panels. Here we have the registration of the aircraft, the no step line outline on the wing, and here we have the leading edge slats. Back at the aft section of the aircraft, here we have the aft cargo compartment, the Dreamliner logo, the R4 passenger door, the registration of the aircraft, Boeing 787-8 titles, and the outflow valve. On top we have Ethiopian written in Amharic and the two antennas. Here's a very well detailed horizontal stabilizer. Here we have the no step line, the logo lights and the elevator. Now looking at the tail section of the aircraft, here we have the horizontal and the vertical stabilizer which has this gorgeous livery. Here are some markings on the vertical stabilizer and here is the APU exhaust. Now here is the back and the front profile of this gorgeous aircraft. Now let's have a closer look at the left side of Echo Tango Alpha Sierra India. The markings on the left side of the aircraft are almost identical to the right side except for the absence of the forward and the aft cargo compartment door. That being said, another big improvement of this mold as compared to the last mold is the accuracy of the nose of this aircraft. This nose is way better molded as compared to the previous one. Now looking at the midsection of the aircraft, the only thing I can point out is the fact that this mold does not have a removable landing gear. Now let's address the most important and visible change in this new mold. The width of the engine nacelles has finally been fixed. In their previous release, the engines were very inaccurate because the width of the nacelle was too small, but it's nice to see that Inflight 200 has fixed that problem once and for all. Here we have the GE logo along with the safety markings, and here are the engine chevrons. Another area of improvement are the presence of markings on the wing that were completely absent on their last mold. Now looking at the aft section of the aircraft, the only comparable difference is the presence of the bulk cargo compartment door below the Dreamliner titles. Here's a look at the left horizontal stabilizer of the aircraft. Here's an overview of the left side tail section. And here are the details on top of the aircraft. Here's an overview of the underbelly of the aircraft. Lots of nice detailed markings like the gear door, the ram air turbine, and the APU doors. Now before I share my final thoughts on the Ethiopian 787, I want you guys to decide which video should I put out next, the JC Wings A350 or the JC Wings 787. Let me know in the comments below, and that'll be the next video you see on my channel. Now as for the conclusion, the new Inflight 200 mold is definitely a big thumbs up. The engines have been fixed. It comes with a stand. There are more markings and details on this aircraft as compared to their last release. The only disadvantage I can think of is the fact that the landing gear is fixed and not removable, unlike the JC Wings model. All in all, this mold is very accurate and realistic, which is why I highly recommend this model. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite 787 mold, the one by JC Wings or the Inflight 200 mold. Once again, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video.